Hey folks, it's Lewis, and this is like take 27. So hopefully I'll get it right now. There are four major points that I like to make, and I probably don't have too much time. I imagine as if PowerPoint presentations have gone the way they're supposed to, my classmates have taken up a little bit more time than they were supposed to. But that's cool. I'm cool with that. So I'm gonna try to be brief. Hopefully I can do that. The first point that I like to make is, I ventured onto the Marist College website and I found a video, and in this video, what I was struck by was the inclusion, and as it was needed, the inclusion of the impact of academic life on students and their character. What was excluded was the work of student affairs professionals. Student affairs professionals weren't named, either by office or by function. As a matter of fact, when it came time to speak to the extracurriculars at Marist, there was silence in the video and just dozens of images with fast-paced music playing behind it, and that kind of resonated with some of the conversations that we had earlier in class, in our earlier classes about how student affairs professionals, how college has had a really hard time articulating what it is that they do, how they do it, why they do it, and this is something similar. At least that's what I was finding as Marist was articulating itself to prospective students, to prospective parents. Where I did find some hope in terms of does Marist value its student affairs professional was in the language that the student affairs office, the division used. There's language in their mission statement about the whole person, and that echoes what Esther Lloyd Jones was talking about in her works from decades ago. I was also, in terms of relating that relating it a little bit to Crowley's work, right, and his kind of challenge to presidents to make sure that there's a senior level administrator that represents student affairs, within the president's cabinet. There is Deborah DiCaprio, who's the vice president dean of students at Marist College, who got a master's in student personnel, and it's, we don't use that language anymore, but she's been there for a long time. And again, her presence, both as a woman and as a vice president within the institution, again, speaks to how Marist values a student affairs professional. The last place that I was really struck by, my last point that I was really struck by, the inclusion or the kind of the announcement of pronouncement of student affairs work and its value is in Marist. Their strategic plan. And in their strategic plan, there is plenty of reference to not just faculty, but to faculty and staff. That combination, right, is an important kind of component of the work that they're doing in their strategic plan, right? That the community at Marist is not just faculty and its students, but it's faculty, staff, and its students, and that is what makes up the Marist experience for its students. And for me, as a student affairs professional, if I'm ever looking for a place and I'm looking for an institution that says, hey, do they value the work that I'm doing? I can look at a place, at least on paper, at least in its strategic plan and what it's projecting forward to people and to its administrators. Student affairs seems to be very highly valued at this institution. So I'm going to leave it there. And I'll let someone else wrap it up. Thank you for allowing me to participate in this manner, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Peace.